the streets you look again at the places you have been, for the moments that you thought, where am I going?
Gene was experiencing for the first time horizontal income. By that I mean lie down on your couch and don't do anything, and you're making money. He was making it off his songs, and he instantly recognized what the songwriting career was doing for him.
Went out and bought a Ferrari. Didn't see him happy because of that. So all the money in the world and all the things you can acquire and all of the adulation is not the ticket to happiness. One wouldn't know at a young age.
Now, there's nothing about the big house or anything like that, but that Ferrari was a real symbol of success for Gene. I'd find myself in that Ferrari more often than I'd hoped, with both of us a little much more tank than we should have been, with Gene driving me home, screaming up Benedict Canyon at 85 or 90 miles an hour, and just scaring the living daylights out of you, you just thank God you got home alive. Terry Melcher was recording the Byrds, and so I really was Gene's option when it came to producing the solo album. I was the other staff producer at Columbia Records, so he and I started that solo album.
The first Gene Clark solo album is not just the beginning of, in many ways, who knows when country rock began, it doesn't matter, but in many ways it kick-started what we now know as country rock.
There's the good and the bad to kind of having an experience like that. In those days, each evening started out in a bar someplace, probably. Doug probably needed no help to start the evening. He was probably blasted already. Doug could go on 3 or 4 day binges and somehow still be upright, still play.
Leaves here this morning, I don't know what I might be on.
They'd come to the studio and we'd start to play, and they'd have 2 songs every 3 or 4 days. I mean, they were all out at the house writing, and they were writing great stuff. It was just magic. So, and it was a perfect vehicle for Gene. He kind of found his vehicle and his voice at the same time. So we had a great time making that album. Didn't take very long. Happened organically. I remember the second album. I remember when Donna Washburn appeared on the scene. She was Doug's girlfriend and really had a big voice. A lot to say. About what was going to go on, and she wanted a major piece of the presence on stage and in the recording. So that the band kind of dramatically changed, and the personnel changed, and the fun kind of went out of the band. So it was quite a different experience.
Smile, and yet there